Kentucky saw a 54% increase in home price in the last 5 years. I know what you're thinking, oh my gosh, how am I ever gonna be able to afford a home? I have so many things to share with you, so just hang tight and let me explain. When was the last time you talked to someone who bought a home 10, 20, 30 years ago and they said, oh, I never should have bought this home, dumbest investment I ever made? Exactly. Since 1991, home prices in Kentucky, this is a Kentucky statistic. The national statistic is actually 20% higher than this. Since 1991, home price growth has been 242%. We all wish that we could have bought a home back in the 80s, but fact of the matter is home prices, home values, and the market continue to appreciate year over year, time after time. We have seen very few recessions. I've already got a video on this. I'm not going to go over it again, where the housing market actually depreciated. Depreciation and deceleration are two completely different trends, and I have a video on that as well. Check that out. Home prices are not going to go back to what they were in the 80s. So at some point, we have to get into the mindset of where prices are today. Are some people overpaying for homes? Absolutely. Some people are entirely waiving their rights to an appraisal, paying double the list price, and going absolutely bonkers over trying to win the offer. You have to decide what's best for you and your family and where you feel like your highest and best offer is going to be. Not everyone is in the same position as you, so those who are paying over, let them do them, and you decide what's best for you and your family with the guidance of your real estate professional. As rates go up, your purchasing power decreases because that home is then more expensive to buy and lend on. That doesn't mean necessarily that you need to wait until rates go down to purchase that home. Because what's gonna happen is that home that you could have bought today at 7% is going to appreciate 3% over the course of the next year, if not more, considering that the national forecast and projections are saying that it's going to appreciate more over the next year. But I'm going to be conservative and just say that we're going to meet the national average of 2.8 to 3.2% appreciation year over year. Wouldn't you rather get the home for the price that it could be today at a slightly higher interest rate? And then if rates do go down to that 4.8%, you could have the option of refinancing the home that you got for the cheaper price for the better interest rate, so you can save money in the future and create a more long-term plan, but you still got the home for the best price that's ever going to get to you? I would completely agree. That is exactly what you should do. Now, every situation is completely different. If now is not the right time for you to buy a home, it is a personal decision of yours to not buy a home. You don't have to. But if you're wondering if now is the right time, that's a discussion that you need to have with a real estate professional, a loan officer, and anyone else that is going to be on that mortgage with you, because it is a team effort in order to figure out what the best option for you is. I also want to point out that even though interest rates are approaching or at 7% today, and they were at 2.5% last year, isn't 7% still better than 100% that you would be paying with rent? I think so too. With that, if you are paying rent right now and you are happy and you are fine, keep doing you. But if you are paying rent and you are ready to start paying yourself back and growing the wealth and the long-term plan with you and your family in mind, because you want to grow equity with appreciation, with refinance options, and you want to explore all these creative financing options to get you the best terms and find a home today, you're ready to buy, and we need to have a discussion.